offering their time to answer your questions. You don't need to scream at them like a bunch of school children.
Karoline Leavitt rose to power very quickly, becoming the youngest White House press secretary.
The youngest person to hold this position, 27-year-old Karoline Leavitt.
But was it all just ambition, or is there a darker side?
We need young, fresh leadership in Washington.
She married a man twice her age. She stayed fiercely loyal to Trump.
President Trump, who, as you said, truly is the most dynamic president in our lifetimes.
What fuels her unstoppable drive for power? Behind her bright smile, whispers of betrayal and manipulation grow louder. Secrets from her past refuse to fade. The truth is hidden in the shadows, waiting to be uncovered. In this video, we will uncover the real story behind Karoline Leavitt's rise to power. Let's dive in. Karoline's journey began in Atkinson, New Hampshire, a small town. She wasn't born into wealth or fame. Her family was simple, hardworking, and Catholic. She was the first to get a college degree, never settling for average. Neighbors would say she had a fire inside, a need to be seen. She didn't want a quiet life, and that hunger to be heard only grew stronger. In high school, Karoline wasn't just about getting good grades. She joined every club, spoke at every event. She wanted to stand out, and some felt she would do anything for attention. It wasn't enough to be good. She wanted to be unforgettable. When she went to college, that fire burned even brighter. College was her first big stage. She studied communications, her voice clear and confident. While still a student, she wrote articles defending Trump's travel ban and interned at Fox News and the White House. She was already brushing shoulders with power, like she knew exactly where she wanted to be. Then came her big break, a job in the White House during Trump's first term. She was young, just out of school, yet there she was. But it wasn't enough. She wanted more. Karoline stayed close to those with power, always charming, always watching. Some admired her, others felt a chill. She was willing to do whatever it took to get ahead. After Trump lost in 2020, Karoline didn't back down. She ran for Congress in 2022.
I am running for Congress to represent my home state of New Hampshire.
She lost, but that didn't stop her. It fueled her. In 2024, she became Trump's national press secretary.
All week, the president-elect has been picking people for key posts. His latest pick is Karoline Leavitt as the White House press secretary.
Fighting for him with everything she had.
I was campaigning, with the president over the past year through the court trials.
Now, she's the youngest press secretary in history, standing tall among giants. But here's the question that lingers. Was it all talent, or was it something darker? A hunger that pushed her to seize every opportunity, no matter the cost. But her success has a darker side. People who worked with her share a different story. A former campaign staffer says she'd promise everything, then forget you once she got what she wanted. It's not just one story. There are others, friends and colleagues, who felt used by Karoline Leavitt. A man who worked with her says, "She was like family, but when she didn't need me anymore, I was nothing." Can you feel it? The sting of being forgotten by someone you trusted? Her rise to power is one thing, but what about the choices she made along the way? Choices that would make you pause and think about the decisions she took to reshape her own future. At 26, Karoline made a surprising choice. She married Nicholas Riccio, a real estate developer 32 years older than her. He's 58, wealthy, and powerful. She's young, hungry for success, climbing her way up. It seems odd, doesn't it? Like a story that doesn't quite add up. Their engagement was private, kept quiet in December 2023. Then, just months later, in July 2024, their son was born, deepening the mystery even more. Why him? A man old enough to be her father? Some say love doesn't care about age, but this feels different. Nicholas has wealth, power, and a life Karoline could step into. Karoline, who craves fame, attention, and influence, found the perfect way to secure her place in a world of wealth and influence. Marrying him wasn't just a simple wedding, it was a step toward security, a way to climb higher as she chased her dreams. Isn't it tragic? A young woman trading her heart for power. Now first, like always, be sure to hit the like button down below. It helps us out tremendously with the reach of this video. Thank you. After her baby was born, most new moms would rest, but Karoline didn't. When she saw Trump nearly die in an assassination attempt, she went back to work. Her husband and mom cared for the baby while she stood by Trump. It's heartbreaking, A mother torn from her child for ambition. Her marriage feels cold, a choice so strange. It makes you wonder, what else would she sacrifice? Karoline's loyalty to Donald Trump goes beyond support. It has become her lifeline. She's linked herself to him, pulling her into a world full of doubt and suspicion. When she backed his 2024 campaign, she didn't hesitate. On TV, she defended him, even getting kicked off CNN for calling out their moderators. It's like she would rather lose everything than leave him. Why? Because Trump represents her chance to rise, a way to solidify her place in the world. But there's a darker side to this story. Trump's name brings up ideas of division and hate. Karoline? She stands by him, promoting his ideas, pushing for tariffs, deportations, and ending diversity programs. Some admire her for this, but others see her as a symbol of something troubling. Could she be tied to white supremacy? It's the question that lingers. Is she simply ambitious, or does she believe in a world where power stays with the privileged? This is heartbreaking. A young woman still starting out, aligning herself with someone whose words have caused pain and fear. She's not just defending him, she's becoming part of his story. What's she gaining? A seat at the table? Power, no matter the cost? It feels like a painful decision, one that makes us long for the woman she could have been before ambition took over. Her loyalty to Trump hangs over her like a storm cloud. It's heavy, unsettling, filled with questions we can't answer. Karoline Leavitt is often seen as someone driven by ambition, hunger for power, and attention. The media portrays her as a puppet, controlled by the powerful, part of a political game. But maybe there's more to her than that. What if her choices aren't just about climbing higher or getting famous? What if she does what she does not for fame, but because she believes it's the way to make a real change? Maybe the media, with all its focus, only shows us the shadows and misses who she truly is. Karoline might be more complex than we think. She could be trying to survive and thrive in a system set against her. She's fighting to prove she belongs. Her story isn't as simple as it seems, and the truth might be hidden deeper than we know. Karoline Leavitt's life is like a storm, wild, unpredictable, and impossible to look away from. From her rise as a small-town girl to a White House voice, she's chased ambition with a hunger that chills the soul. A marriage for money, a loyalty to Trump that divides. Each step screams she'll do anything to stay on top. Her ambition is a fire, beautiful, fierce, and dangerous. And as it burns, it leaves us asking, is this a story of victory or a tragedy waiting to unfold? Thanks for watching. If it touched you, hit that like button, share your thoughts below, and subscribe for more stories that hit deep. Until next time, keep feeling, keep wondering.